Now, here, you see this story making headlines. Abrantie na wako making allegations na on any answers because he started to say he wants to be Okujato Ablakwa, he wants to be Sam George, he wants to be Suhini, he wants to be an NDC legitimate person na Onimnyansa Kasano. Akwawe, yes, ordinary ascend south for MP, Ntim Fordjour, on SSO Sofo. Akwawe no yejuma Goldfields, takwa, mebe chira history, mede ne story bebremo. Mumusa said, "Dear see wo Goldfields takwa ufri ho." Wait, he's just 38 years. Or yakwara me china be 10 years. Ye jimintra. At a point, Afenyo ma can catch and say, "Jai Jimmy no na yakwara." He's a kid, and I expect Ghanaians to treat him as a kid. Now, the AC Ninani allegations are what making Ninano. Wasako Ekufuado catcher say. In the 8 years of Ekufuado, no opposition MP was harassed by state security for demanding probity and accountability. Now the question is, this same MPP are letting you know, say, they have not left Ekufuado. Sa mo Ghana Majoriya must say, these people are in government because they are in opposition because Omuni Ekufuado at Ntim. No. At a point, they are even saying, say, Ekufuado's legacy is what they are looking up to. Afenyo just said, say, they are basically looking at Ekufuado's legacy. And when omudi inspiration on person power. So it should tell you, say, all that these people are doing, it is still the Ekufuado bawumia legacy. And that is the same legacy. Mamujina Aswa etu abati ankwasiafo we ema NDC 57%. He's a 38-year-old boy, youthful exuberance, foolishly excited about nothing, thinking that his party is a party of weak-minded, old, shrinking balls who don't know what they're doing, so he can step up and just malign the government. This is a kid. Now, for an assassin, about 10 years. He's a child. So why should we as a people spend time on a child who is basically trying to impress people because they are tickling his balls, making him think he's old? He's a child. He's a kid. Under Ekufuado, we saw military men, we saw thugs slap a member of parliament at Ayawaso. Your boss, Sam George Asum and the Ekufuado, because he always said, under Ekufuado, Nanka Bruce at the Jubilee House, when Ekufuado took power, these thugs from the NPP attacked a whole police opinion and the Ekufuado. This is the kind of person they want us to take inspiration from. And then another Danko Ekufuado, and in Kofowe, a sitting judge was attacked, a pregnant judge was attacked by their thugs in a court that was sitting. This man. Then this is where this boy is picking his inspiration from. Under Ekufuado, not Omokase, under his leadership. Under Ekufuado's leadership, Ghanaians were shot during elections. What are you people trying to say? This is what we remember. Nyoma we ni Kai. This is what we remember about Ekufuado and the MPP government. These are the things that we remember every day about Ekufuado. So nobody should think, say, we have forgotten about the NPP. This is the same NPP. But what I want you to understand and say, under their regime, these things happen. These people.
It's so long. This is so long on every score. But no matter how long it takes, you will fight. This is so long. You kill a man in his own house. You kill a man in his own house. I should walk.
And then you hear someone like Bawumia telling John Mahama, state institutions must not be reduced to political tools used to harass opponents. Really? A member of parliament was slapped. Bawumia never spoke about it till date. This is the same group of pigs I'm talking about. And it's not like Obiabo Ntim Fordjour said and they asumo. And just Obia heckle no. Till date, Sa Ntim Diano, on to be an anonka said state agency security personnel be in Sakan More ebisine. Even when the NIB, the state agency, had all the authority to arrest this guy in his home, out of respect and decency, nobody touched this fool. Under John Mahama, the state agencies almost the rights to go in Rambo style, but they didn't do that. Ever seen there? Maintains the MPP Dibiaka say, Sir Ntim Jimmy 38-year-old boy no Obi Eden Sakan More. Nobody has raised a finger at anybody. But this is the same Bawumia and Yekufuado under their regime. We saw this. We saw this. Today, Bawumia turns around and do what? Now, Matissa Kennedy so can be. Kennedy Japan says, we cannot use state. We sat in this country. Kennedy Japan TV so can say, John Mahama obin questioning kuno Kennedy Japan. Now what you know buoguno or tina radio so TV so live. On TV so can say the former president who was contesting to be president again or can say conform question and attacking them. Today, these twerps, because almost MPP for Jimmy, they are playing politics with them. They want to distract the system. They see us and say, Jimmy, dadana, yankika bindi, into Bawumia Kennedy to be sorry. Talking about using state institutions. 92 days at John Mahama be the president. Obian to me being an said John Mahama, state institution be attack Obi in Ghana. Nobody can say that. I am yet to hear one person make a complaint. Say, the security agencies on what Ghana, NIB, what? They came to my house, they heckled me, they tied me, they handcuffed me. Nobody. And you people are complaining? This is one of the best security agencies we've had in a long time. They were supposed to beat you people like dogs. Because of what you people did, your past, and what you actually put Ghana through. Nanko say, and the security agents and but you know something. We cannot look at your foolishness and turn this country into a jungle. That is why I'm telling Ghana for say, Mahamudu Bawumia Kennedy Japan MPP they just want to distract you. They have nothing to offer. Now look at this. What are they doing? This is their director of communications. The director of communications now Okasama MPP no Richard Ahiagba. What has will be an anoka? Or see, it is an unfair question to ask whether Ntim Fordjour has evidence. Pizza to four, bravo muti asiye. Ye busa say Ntim Fordjour asabna wakano. Ninjina so or say unfortunate say ye busa say adentina only evidence. Asama a free party. This listen to this idiot. Listen to him.
Does Reverend Ntim Fordjour have evidence?
Sorry?
Does he have evidence?
How do you find out if he has evidence?
I'm asking you.
I'm coming. I will answer your question. How do you ask if he has evidence? To send 20 NIB gun-wielding people to go and ask him?
That's not what I'm asking.
I'm asking you, but that's what they have done.
I am asking you. Does he have evidence?
Let me tell you, you asked a question earlier to answer your question of evidence. Already I've told you that you are not expecting Ntim Fordjour to carry a handful of,
That's fine, but I'm asking
so what evidence are you asking for?
You, as the director of communications for the party, and someone who has been following this matter very closely, you were in his house yesterday.
Yeah.
Are you personally, you know, do you have information whether he has the evidence?
So let me ask you that question.
You are not answering my question.
No, I'll answer your question. I think I've answered your question.
Does he have evidence?
I've answered your question, but if you're asking an unfair question, it should be turned to you so you can answer it. The question you are asking.
How does this question? Thank you to Sarah and GH1. How can you say this question is unfair? You see why I keep telling Ghana for say these are a group of distractors. The NPP as a political party, Jimmy. This is Obi also Kasama NPP. Yebusa say, Sani Pana Mujina ho say mu defending no. Does he have evidence? Because what we are looking at a national security issue. Abaya ba. O say abayin ka planes biaba abefa cocaine in the name of the government. This is national security because we are looking at the credibility of this country, the presidency, the government. If you make such an allegation, you should be able to have evidence to back it. Because what they want to do, they want to destroy NDC Abano, Senebeya, NDC Abano Kwabon. They will give it a bad name. That is what they are doing. They know that 38-year-old fool has no evidence to what he's saying. Now you sit on national television. Ni Busa will say, Fordjour na mudinechi mo kontokwa. Mo say obi be bono our evidence or say Fordjour cannot carry cocaine in his hand and come and show. Really? Because as some Kenya any die any sorry and a Fordjour was a one Ntim Fordjour abeka say in the sea and to say Ntim Fordjour 38-year-old boy owura parliament. Now we owura parliament. Speaker Alban Bagbin already the head of parliament. Technically parliament kuruna ne dia. Now Fordjour owura security check metal detectors and physical checks. Abetna parliament. Now obiaka say Ntim Fordjour or a drug peddler or tonton drugs or parliament or tonton red ma parliamentarians. Emma MPP for nom or tonton cocaine ma MPP for nom. Now obie ewo the other side say Ntim Fordjour or ton red or parliament or ton cocaine or parliament. Alban Bagbin or ye the head of parliament say no. This issue you are saying is a matter very important to say. Parliament, police, they need to basically look into it because you cannot sit on the other side and say Ntim Fordjour ton red or parliament ma MPP for nom and cocaine. So Alban Bagbin, who is the president of parliament, says then you, the person making the allegation, Etia Edi and Fordjour, collaborate or work with parliament security. Now, at the bottom of it, the first thing you people have to do, you have to help security or more parliamentar. Offer security more right. So one, they will start to look at the cameras. Fordjour do gate, offer metal detector mu search or bedroom physical search search all bar cameras are picking each other no kuta bibia just air contraband. Some investigations needs to be done, but it needs to be done in collaboration with Nipana or make allegation tia Fordjour any parliament security. Now we are asking wuna wo allegation tia Fordjour or ton red or ton bima Afenyo marking and it will be Jimino or ton bima MPP for. Now you the person who made the allegation against Fordjour or ton drugs you are saying, say, it is unfair to ask you, say, a dinner ujina asoka say, Fordjour et on drugs or parliament. You are insane. So, right now, from their point, the allegation is evidence. That is the understanding of MPP in Kwasiafu Epesi Ejidi. Because when you listen to Omo communicators, this guy, he's trying to tell us, say, the allegations Fordjour made is the evidence. How can allegation be evidence? Now, when you listen to this, now does
Reverend Ntim Fordjour have evidence?
Sorry?
Does he have evidence?
How do you find out if he has evidence?
I'm asking you.
I'm coming. I will answer your question. How do you ask if he has evidence? You send 20 NIB gun-wielding people to go and ask him?
That's not what I'm asking.
I'm asking you, but that's what they have done.
I am asking you. Does he have evidence?
Let me tell you, you asked a question earlier to answer your question of evidence. already I've told you that you are not expecting Ntim Fordjour to carry a handful of. Well, I'm getting.
That's fine, but I'm asking.
So what evidence are you asking for?
You, as the director of communications for the party, and someone who has been following this matter very closely, you were in his house yesterday.
Yeah.
Are you personally?
Yeah.
You know, do you have information whether he has the evidence?
So let me ask you that question.
You are not answering my question.
No, I'll answer your question. I think I've answered your question.
Does he have evidence?
I've answered your question, but if you're asking an unfair question, it should be turned to you so you can answer it. The question you are asking me is an unfair question. Are you expecting that Ntim Fordjour to fetch a sample of the cocaine and show anybody?
That's not what I'm asking.
The evidence he has is that.
Does he have evidence of the allegations that he's making?
You have agreed that he cannot bring sample of the cocaine or note from the plane, okay? So we agree that he cannot do that. Now, the evidence you are looking for is the inconsistency and the lack of purpose of that flight here in our country. Now, Cøcaįnę Fosu said that the N8223 AM flight, which started the conversation here on the 20th or so of March, that flight was on its way somewhere. It was traveling, going someplace. Are you with me? The plane was not destined for Ghana. Its destination was not Ghana.
Okay.
The N8, how will we just put this? The N823 AM flight. Cøcaįnę Fosu says that flight was not destined to come to Ghana. Its destination was not Ghana. It was going somewhere. And somehow, it felt that it needed refueling, which is questionable to begin with. Because if you're an airplane taking off, you calculate the distance from where you are going and how much fuel you need. So where were they going? And they didn't know how much fuel they need.
But airlines stop for refueling.
No, I'm saying that it's only emergency situations. But I'm just saying that wherever they were going, Felix says that they got up there and they were tired, okay? And they wanted to rest.
He didn't say
That's
that.
what they said. They said they landed here for crew rest.
He said when they landed.
No.
It was for crew rest. He didn't say when they were up there, they got tired.
How would they decide that they were tired? They got
crew rest happens in this country all the time.
But I'm saying that he's saying that that flight was not coming to Ghana. But somehow they were tired and they thought they needed refueling. Okay? And so they landed here. And upon landing, they burst a tire. And then also they realized that their landing gear was faulty. Okay?
Richard, you haven't answered my question.
I've answered your question, except you are looking for, you are looking to draw a blood off a stone. It's impossible.
But
I have asked you the question.
Let's not do a back and forth because of our audience, else they won't follow the conversation.
They are following the conversation. You are asking an unfair question. Which unfair question? I'll ask you, do you expect Ntim Fordjour to bring a handful of cocaine as evidence?
That's not what I'm asking you.
So what are you expecting to be evidence?
That's what I'm asking you.
What are you expecting
Mr.
a reasonable evidence to be? What are you expecting evidence to be?